Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Lex. And today's video is going to be a chit chat. Get ready with me. I'm just going to be discussing body image and weight loss. Before I start making weight loss videos, I just want to use this kind of like as a disclaimer and also let you guys know where my mind is and where I sit when it comes to weight loss and body image. So while we discuss that, I'm going to be doing my makeup and my hair. So yeah, let's hop right into it, you guys. All right, you guys, so we're gonna start off with hair. This is the UNice wig that I showed you guys not too long ago. I said that this wig was body wave, but it's not. It's actually Brazilian straight. So once I found that out, I was like, I have to dye this hair jet black and see what it looks like straight. So that's what I did. So the method I used to dye this wig jet black was the watercolor method. So to protect the lace with that method, you just spray some got2b glue on the lace, blow dry the got2b glue, spray dry, and then I went in with a second round. So I sprayed it, made sure I got all the corners and edges to where the watercolor doesn't dye the lace. Then I just take a bucket and pour some hot water in, and I used half hot water, tap water, and then I boiled some water in a kettle to where it's not too hot, but it's definitely hot enough. And then the color that I used the Adore Jet Black. The number is 121, and I just used one bottle, and I just emptied that entire bottle into the hot water and then stirred to where it was no clumps and it was just even. And once the dye was stirred into the water good, I went ahead and took the wig, starting off with the bottom with the lace side up, and I just dipped the hair into the water. And I tried to make sure I get all the hair but not completely soak the lace. So once the hair is submerged into the water with the lace side up, I let it sit for about 10 minutes and then rinsed it with cold water until the water ran clear. Then I just used a basic shampoo and conditioner and washed it and conditioned it. I want to say I used the Garnier Fructis, the Nourishing Curl one, the one in the orange bottles. This process was super freaking easy. I just feel like when you want to wear your hair bone straight, it looks best when it's jet black. I don't have any of those brown hues anymore from like the natural brown color. It's just all one color. It just looks beautiful, freaking beautiful. And the lace turned out absolutely great. Like, I have on a black cap underneath here. It didn't dye the lace at all whatsoever. So spraying the got2b glue spray onto your lace definitely works in protecting your lace for this method. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna try this method again. This UNice wig did great with that method. I'm just about to touch it up, bump the ends, had it tied down because I was laying down my ear tab. So I'm just about to flat iron all the little bumps out of it, and it'll be really quick and simple because this hair flat irons like a dream. I really want to say this hair takes 10 minutes to flat iron. Really, if you blow dry it first, like with a round brush. And I've been loving like bumping the ends, and definitely trimming those ends just makes the hair look extremely healthy, especially when you're wearing your hair straight. Definitely trim the ends. So yeah, I'm definitely happy with this hair. It looks beautiful curled, and it looks bomb straight and sleek. There's no product in this hair whatsoever, and the shine is just beautiful. It's still laying nice and flat. So yeah. And even with the ends trimmed, it's still pretty long, and this was 24 inches. Okay, so before we get into this chit chat, I want to say all the products I'm using are drugstore products except for primers because I don't have any drugstore primers. I need a good primer. I thought about trying the Maybelline, Maybelline Baby's Face? Is that the one? I see a lot of people using that one, but the only two primers I have is the Tatcha Silk Canvas and then Farsali Skintune. So I'm gonna use Farsali Skintune. I'm going to set that using a Covergirl translucent powder, and it is in the shade 120. I'll link all the makeup in the description box or put a list of what I'm using. Since this is a chit chat, get ready with me. I feel like I'm not going to be really talking too much about the makeup. Okay, you guys, so on to the topic of discussion. All right, so my channel, you guys, I definitely want my channel to be a place where people come and feel motivated and inspired. If they need help with something, they need tips with things like that, they can come on here. I ultimately want people to leave my channel feeling great about themselves, feeling inspired, motivated for whatever it is that the content is covering. So whether if it's looking fabulous on a budget or if you need meal ideas for meatless things, I just want people to leave my channel feeling good. Quite often I get asked about like weight loss or just videos dealing with or covering like health and things like that, which I absolutely love. If you know me in real life, you know that that is one of the things that I love to talk about is health. I'm gonna speed through my brows real quick because I know talking and doing brows is just hard to do. Y'all, the pencil I'm using to fill in my brows, I've literally used since I was like in high school. I always go back to it. It's the Wet n Wild Kohl liner in like that brown shade. I want to say the packaging used to say that it was a brow slash eyeliner, so that's why I first started using it. But it kind of reminds me of like a pomade in a pencil form. I always use extremely light strokes with this because it's not like a hard pencil. And then I just let the spoolie do all the work truly with blending. I'm gonna be using Old Faithful to clean up LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Fawn. Hey guys, so brows are done, super easy. I think I'm gonna focus on complexion. If I wasn't focusing on complexion, I probably would go in with eyeshadow. I did pick up 2 of the e.l.f. bite-sized eyeshadow palettes like some weeks back. I have the Berry Bad one and the one in Pumpkin Pie. So I might put one of these on my lids just to play around with it. This is not gonna be like an eye look since I have these lashes on. And I'll be using my favorite foundation, the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation in the shade DN4. Okay, you guys, so back to the conversation. I feel like, and you guys can let me know if you feel the same, that a lot of weight loss or workout videos can be very gimmicky and clickbaitish in the terms of people just going off of the insecurities and the worries that we know society puts on body standards. So, you know, things dealing with like hourglass figures, small waist, bigger hips, no hip dips. Like videos like those, or the majority of, not all of them, they really don't help at all when it comes to beauty standards and body positivity, because they aid to that standard that I feel like is getting pushed into our faces so often now. Really, now that social media is such a big thing, we're actively on it all the time. And I don't want to aid to that, really, when I know for myself that there's more than one version of perfection, really, when it comes to body. So before I start to make videos dealing with health and working out, I definitely wanted to let you guys know where I'm coming from, because I definitely don't want to come across as vain or someone who thinks that my body size is the only size or is the ideal size, because I truly don't. I don't want anyone leaving my channel or looking at a video that's dealing like with workouts or like body image and feeling like if they don't have some crazy ratio from waist to hips that they're not worthy and that their body is not indeed perfect. I want my workout videos and health videos to be more centered on like overall health and lifestyle, because that's where I think the change really comes from. And then also I want you guys to know where I'm coming from, because I really am coming from experience. Sometimes we look at a video and just assume things. Like, people may assume that I've been this size my entire life, and that's absolutely wrong. I've truly been this size for probably like 4 to 5 years. The majority of my life I was like a size 18, 16 in high school, also in college. The size that I'm at right now is very new to me. Sometimes I still think that I'm like a size 18 in my head, and I'm not. If you've lost a major amount of weight, you kind of get what I'm saying. Like, you still see yourself as bigger, maybe because I'm not a size 0, so I am still technically considered big if you compare me to a size 0. But my entire life, I've been on the bigger side. I could definitely wear sizes medium and larges, like at the stores we shopped at when we were juniors. But for bottoms, I was always in the plus size. Like I could never fit into like the standard jean size. Like I would always have to go plus size, and plus size was always an issue because the waist. Even when I was bigger, my waist was smaller, which is a point that I want to get to. Hip dip videos dealing with small waist, bigger hips. I can't do those type of videos. I just feel like that is just false advertisement because I was born with this shape. I was born with this bone structure. I had it when I was a size 18. I had it when I'm a size 12. I still have hip dips. I think people assume when you have visible hips that you don't have hip dips. It's all about illusion. A lot of these how to get rid of hip dip videos are all clickbaitish. Like I can literally stand up right now and show you guys my hips from an angle straight on. You don't see my hip dips at all. Since I hold the majority of my weight in my thighs, you really can't see my hip dips when I'm standing like straight forward, when the angle is just straight on me. You cannot see my hip dips. But if I slightly turn to the side, you'll see my hip dips. Like I still have them, so you won't see those type of videos. Please don't ask me like how to get rid of hip dips, how to like get wider hips. Like I would truly just be lying to you guys because I don't know. I don't know how I got these hips. When I first started my weight loss journey, I was just thinking about losing weight and not running because I hated running. Like still to this day, I will not run. Once I blend this concealer out, I'm going to stand up and literally show you guys how hip dips is all about angles. Like it truly is. And a lot of these videos in the thumbnail, it just be clickbait. It truly be clickbait. All they did was position their body to where you couldn't see their hip dip in one photo and then positions their body to where their hip was poking out in the other photo. I think a ton of trainers really explain like hip dips well in the terms of the only way to really truly get rid of a hip dip. You really can't get rid of it. It's just illusion, building like certain muscles to where it just doesn't look as pronounced. And that's truly why my hip dips don't look pronounced. It's because of how I carry my weight in my thighs and my upper thighs specifically. And then so I don't want to heavily focus on like hips because I don't think people need like these exaggerated hips that are being pushed onto us. Like everyone doesn't need hips. If you don't want some exaggerated C hips, it's fine. It's okay. Like you still look absolutely perfect and great. People feel like they're not thick enough because they don't have hips when they have all the booty in the world. When you turn to the side, the booty is still there. It's sitting great. It looks amazing. But I feel like now we have a harder time appreciating that because it seems like the only body type that's being pushed into our face as being perfect are like women who have like these C-shaped hips and tiny waist and big breasts. It can be a lot. It can be a lot. I feel like we see that body type pushed into our face so much that you might equate it with success. In the terms of like successful women have this body shape. If you want to be desirable, you have to have this body shape. And I just don't want anyone thinking that leaving my channel because it's just not true. It's just not true. We really have to understand that this is an industry that is here to make money and they will do it by any means possible. Before I get, let me show you guys the hip dip situation. I have to lower the camera real quick to show y'all the hip dip. So this is me straight forward, and I hold a lot of my weight, like I was saying, like in my upper thigh area. I know people like to think this is your hip, but right here, this is my thigh. Like my right hip dip is more pronounced than my left, so I'm gonna show that one. So if you see, if I turn slightly, you can see my hip dip. Now, if I turn too far, you won't be able to see it because it'll be the side of my butt showing. But it's there's a hip dip there. There is a hip dip there. Here's my left side. You can even see it slightly with my left side. I feel like when I do my leg exercises, I probably use more muscle. You gotta pay attention to that. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, I still have hip dips, hips and all. There is still a dip there in that hip. I don't think too many people talk about it, but a weight loss journey truly does take the mind, body, and spirit, really in order for you to keep the weight off. My breaking point was probably me being at the heaviest that I was, and I want to say that was at 225. I remember typing that into like my fitness pal, just being like, wow, I can't believe that we're here, but we are, and it is okay. I think before hitting 225, I was probably like around 205. I was probably like around 200, like at the end of high school going into college. And then, you know, with the stress of college, freshman 15, plus being in like a toxic relationship, the weight started to pick up. And before you know it, I was 225. People probably wouldn't even thought I was 225 because I'm tall. I'm 5'10". So people always assume that I weigh like 20 pounds less than what I actually weigh. I began my journey first by praying, honestly. I'm not even gonna lie. I did a lot of prayer just simply because I had to get my mind right. I just had to make sure we were all in accordance that this was about to go down. A lifestyle change was about to happen. which is so crazy because that lifestyle change was just like a small, minute part of like the overall change. I knew at the weight that I was going to have to do some cardio, but like I said, I hate running. So spin class helped me. I remember when I initially lost all that weight, everyone and their mama asked me, how did you do it? I think everyone thought maybe I did like some crazy diet. No, I simply controlled what I was eating, which is the hardest part, and then spin cycle class. Spin cycle class saved me so much because cardio and me are just a no-go. Like me and cardio, ugh. But I've always liked bike riding, so the college that I went to offered spin classes, so I went ahead and did those. I want to say I did spin cycle classes probably 4 to 5 times out of a week. It was really fun. It didn't feel like exercise. When your instructor is playing Juicy J, some Moby, you really don't have any complaints. You just do what she says. And before you know it, the weight started to just come on off. Diet truly was the hardest part because I had to like reprogram what I considered healthy food, which meant me ending my relationship that I had with food then in my life and starting like a whole new relationship with food. So certain things that I just would eat on the normal basis, I realized actually wasn't healthy at all. Like we've been programmed to think so many things are like healthy and balanced meals, and they're just not. What you put inside of you really determines everything when it comes to having a flat stomach, when it comes to building muscle in certain areas that you want to build up. Food attributes a lot to that. And when I initially lost all that weight, I wasn't eating like a plant-based vegan diet. I lost the majority of those pounds eating meat, eating dairy. I practiced portion controlling and then cutting out a bunch of foods that just were doing the body no good, like juices, sodas, junk food, fried foods, just things like that. I feel like you truly find yourself in a weight loss journey, really when you're going about it in a way of lifestyle change. You discover new foods that you love, exercises that actually make you feel great. It really is a journey of self-love that requires you to be patient with yourself. Like, it really was an exciting time in my life. Like I was building muscles that I never knew I had. Like if you asked me to flex my arm, I would be confused. Like, what do you mean is a muscle supposed to pop up? Muscles didn't pop up. I went from not being able to do 1 push-up to doing like 20. I was just so proud of myself. I felt like Superwoman, truly, honestly. You definitely have to love yourself now before you even start the journey. And I think that might be the toughest part of a weight loss journey. Really, like in today's time when it seems like there's only one size being pushed in our faces as being perfect, it's very important to know that the size you're at now, the before size, that you are very much still worthy of everything in life. You still deserve to be respected, that you still deserve to be loved, and that you're still capable and will take on this world. So I used the dark berry color in my crease. Now I'm going to take that shimmery color, and I'm going to take this color right here. Let's swatch it. Let's see. Ooh, it's so buttery and soft. I'm just going to use my ring finger to apply this. Oh my gosh. Pigment. I don't even know if the camera picked up on that. Oh my gosh. It's so pretty. It has like that foil effect, so when it catches the light, super cute. All right, you guys, so with all that being said, maybe I can talk about what I want to work on in terms of my body. I don't really want to lose any weight or anything. I'm happy at the weight that I am. I don't even know how much I weigh at the moment because I haven't stepped on a scale in a minute. I really want to focus on toning and lifting. I want my arms to resemble Michelle Obama, Angela Bassett. I want my abs to be on Sierra, legs on Serena. I really want to focus on toning and lifting, which I feel like no matter what body frame you have, you're gonna look good, toned, and lifted. Alright guys, so on to my favorite part, the lips. So I went to re-up on the e.l.f. lip lacquer, the clear one. This was like weeks back. And I ended up walking out with 6 because the colors are so pretty. And they were only $3. So I definitely want to try out one of the color glosses. I have the shade Love Bites, Mauve Glitz, Moody, and Wild Rose. I think I'm gonna try Mauve Glitz. Is calling my name right now, so I think I'm gonna put Mauve Glitz on. I'm using NYX lip liner in Espresso. I like it. It's giving me 90 slip, but I like it. $3, you can't beat that. I want to say the little bite-sized eyeshadow palettes are $3 too. Alright, you guys, so that is pretty much it for the face. Real simple. I'm not going anywhere. Where is anyone going? I need to film a try-on portion for a video, and maybe I'll take some pictures because I honestly do need to take some pictures. So yeah, I'll put a thrifted outfit look together. Alright guys, so here is what I put on. I put on that bustier style dress that I thrifted, and I can actually take the straps off of this, so I might do that. We'll find out. And I just have a pair with those Levi's that I thrifted, a nice medium wash. The necklace and earrings are from Walmart, and I want to say this bracelet is from Forever 21. So yeah, that's it. We ain't going nowhere. Alright you guys, so that is it for this video. I hope this video gave you guys an insight on how I'll be going about workout videos or health videos. And if you share some of the same opinions, you're not alone. I promise you, there's so many of us out there that think this way. As always, if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye!